So today I am planting onions in this bed. Guys, let me tell you, soil is expensive. I don't have the resources for getting things delivered. This is just like a backyard garden that I am experimenting with, and I have 3 more other beds that I need to fill up. And boy, when I tell you, I think I was a little bit above my head when I was thinking about filling these beds. These beds are pretty deep. This bed is pretty deep right now. I believe this one was the 7 inch, excuse me. So I have it just about halfway filled, and it took one big bag of a 1.5 cubic foot soil, and then 3 bags of a smaller, I don't have the measurement next to me, but like the smaller garden soil bag. And I mixed it with compost that I got free, and I was able to get it up halfway. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is way more than I expected it to be. So to be honest with you guys, I'm going to be taking forever to fill these beds, just with cost and all that, which is fine. I mean, you know, it's more so of just an experiment and a hobby. Nothing could be perfect, but right now I'm just like, you know what, let me just plant what I have. I could plant these onions and see what happens, see if it works. You know, with gardening, everything's an experiment. So I took out my winter sown containers, and I was able to get my onions out, which is really exciting. I was really happy I was able to get my onions all set up. I am doing the square foot method with my planting, just to kind of help with spacing and all that. I didn't measure it perfectly, but I could kind of eyeball and see where everything needs to be. I ended up planting like these really kind of scraggly ones, just to see if anything would take. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna plant just a few flowers in here as well and see what happens, and then just kind of go by what I can do with each bed. I think I'm getting myself a bit overwhelmed with the fact that I cannot just fill all my beds and just have it ready. The taller bed in the back, I think actually what I'm gonna do is just maybe remove the top bar, the top piece of wood, like this one here. I think I'm just gonna remove that, because I think it's making me anxious it's making me nervous seeing how tall it is, and I'm like, I won't be able to fill these beds. Now technically, if you can't fill it all the way to the top, it's not the end of the world, but I think I'm just gonna take out the tall ones, and because in my head I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna have taller vegetables back there, I need to fill it up all the way. But I think filling it up just about like where I have it now, or a bit taller, would be fine. So I think, you know, what I'm gonna do is just have it where just about every paycheck I'm just gonna take some money and dedicate it to a bed and fill it up and go from there. Because honestly guys, it's giving me anxiety. I don't know how other people are filling their beds in like urban areas, because if you live on a farm and you have like those type of resources to deliver a large amount of like topsoil and things like that, you could do it. But I live in New York, so it's a little bit difficult. I got this ladder mesh to try doing a trellis, because I wanted to do a bean trellis back there. I planted the beans already, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, so this is just really exciting, me planting the onions, and I have it decently far apart. I'm not good with math or length, so what eyeballing it looks pretty decent, that the bulbs could get pretty big. That's my hope. I'm putting some bone meal in there and some garden tone. I'm just gonna walk you guys over to this other area here. I have corn planted, I have carrots planted. I don't know if you can see them coming up. These are like the shorter carrots. I have to put all my name tags on. This was a failed attempt at flowers. Strawberries. Guys, let me know, how long does it take for these strawberries to come up or become alive? I have no idea what I'm doing with that. These are Dollar Tree ranunculus that I planted, and this is my only one that survived, and I'm hoping that me just keeping it covered because it was really cold the other day. It was trying to kill my plants. Over here I have some more strawberries, spinach at the bottom. This is a nasturtium that I have planted, trying to see if the seed will come up. For some reason only one of my seeds germinated out of that pack. Well, not the whole pack, but out of the 3 seeds I think I soaked, only 1 seed came up, so I brought it outside to see what will happen to it. Some more strawberries, lettuce, and then my green onion in here. I think in there has my celery, and in here I have cilantro. So that's pretty much what's happening. I also planted my cabbage out, which I didn't cover. I didn't cover it down, and everybody talks about cabbage moths and things like that, and caterpillars, and so I'm gonna not cover it for a bit. I'm gonna go find some cheap like lace or something, and then I'm going to stake it and cover it down. Over there, cauliflower and broccoli is in the middle. So yeah, I decided to try it in containers and see what happens. Wish me luck, guys. Sometimes I think what happens, we see people gardening online and we get very excited for what we want to do, and then we realize, we could only do what we can. So I think what I'm trying to say for this video is, like, don't get yourself overwhelmed. If you can't do it all, just do some, and do it piece by piece, and you'll get there. And I hope to get there myself, one step at a time. And so anyways, guys, I hope you have a great day. If you want to get into gardening, just do it, but do it one step at a time. Don't get yourself overwhelmed. All right, guys, I'll see you in my next video.